Okay, this is the S120 Hallicrafters. Anyways, I replaced these. I do have the outside foil marked on these capacitors. I'm putting in an old, well, I don't know if this is old or not, but to me, I bought them brand new. It was marked on the package, so I wrote it on here, 0.022. This is just going from the, this is actually minus, looks like at the outside, or the can of the bypass capacitor, then it goes over here to here. So I'm not going to check for outside foil on this one. I have to figure out what these capacitors are, the values of them. So here's how I removed the wire out of here already. It's down below where I'm going to shove that in. Here's some of the waste. So on this one here, I think it's this. Here's the wire, what I cut out. So here's how I remove them. A lot of times, if I can do this, I go like this. A lot of times I just take them out dry. Not the whole thing. I'll eventually have to heat it, but I gotta actually watch what I'm doing, not through the viewfinder. That screws me up. So now it's pretty much out. Here it is right here. So I could pretty much wiggle it out dry, really. If I wanted to, probably could. But right now, seeing I have my hands full, I'm just gonna do this. That's what I used to do when I was a kid, stealing parts out of TVs and stuff. So this is the iron I will use. This sticks on. It's not my favorite. My other one has to be repaired. So I'll just pop that out, this side out, and put the orange drop in. This is just from the B plus to minus. And this is the capacitor that goes from minus to the chassis ground. Pretty sure, yeah. So I didn't know what I should do. So I decided to put outside foil towards minus instead of chassis ground for some reason. And yeah, I have to figure out the values of this stuff. This one, I have to get this. This one I'm just going to leave in. I'm putting this one back in. There's 0 voltage there. It's just coming from the center back to the control grid of the 12AV6. This one here comes from the detector stuff. So this one's getting replaced even though there's no voltage there. I don't know how to read these. 332 or 3300 at a 900 volts. White is 9. This looks gray, but I think listening to somebody on these a long time ago, whenever they look gray, it's actually black, because you know gray would be an 8. If you look at capacitors, he says you usually common sense. You know, 3s are used in capacitors, 0.03, 0.033. 0.02 red is used, or double zeros or whatever. He says you don't, in capacitors, you don't see 8s in them or 9s. Well, 0.039, I heard of 0.039, but that must be a blind number there. So if that's black, that would be 100 volts, I guess. I don't know. I would look at this 3,300 mini microfarads, I guess. I don't know, but I know I'm wrong, because I know in TVs when they have a purple, they end up being a 0.1, and a purple is a 7. So like this, you think that's like a 10,000 ohm resistor. Brown, black, orange. You know, you'd think that's 10,000, maybe it is 10,000 picofarads at a 900 volts. I don't know. But whatever, doesn't matter. I'll put this in, and I did check it, and I got these capacitors off of eBay. This is also a .022, but I have these things that blister like this. I don't know if I got them like that and didn't look at them well or what. I got some that are way worse than this, but this actually checked good. From eBay, Chin Chin it says on the package. This one here would be from Antique Radios, tubesandmore.com, and these are good. These are quality to me. This is what I used in guitar amps anyway, so it was the best choice, I think. These are what I have removed. These are totally charged. This one was really bad. These aren't so bad. You get a shock. Well, one of these were, this one, it probably discharged itself by now. These two are charged at about 450 volts or so. I like to leave them charged and leave them overnight and see if there's anything left in them the following day, but I don't believe there will be. Okay. But like I say, I checked it on that thing. It was good. I'm not going to check the outside foil. I don't. It's just from the B plus to minus. Have to turn this back on for a second so it don't shut off for good on me. So I got it in here, ready to be soldered at the negative side. See, cathode resistor, probably the grid number 1 resistor, and it's going to here. I'd like to replace this thing, but I don't know the value of it right now. And I'm recording a Trump rally so I can listen to it later. Here's some common sense. So, and the pictures I took are in the other phone. So I got to pause this out for a moment. Again. Okay, back on here. It's soldered in. This here's from a long time ago. I want to get rid of this. It's supposed to be a 60, 40, and a 40. So these are probably 47s, I would assume. This here goes from the B plus to minus. I thought it was on the primary of this. The other day when I was recording, I said the primary of the voice coil. I say things incorrectly, obviously, but so there it is, orange drop, and this foolish thing. So heat rises. So I decided to keep this over this way like the other one was. And I'd like to replace that thing. I don't know what it is. I think it was like a 33 ohms. It was all blurry. I couldn't read it on the schematic. I should probably measure it and write it down here in case I don't replace it. But these are going to be replaced in a little bit as soon as I get my phone back. I'm recording some common sense. So I can listen to it. It takes me a while to listen to this stuff because the rally's like a couple hours long and it's hard for me to pay attention to some stuff when I'm working on things. So I record it. So this is it. That's anyways how I replace things. I very, very seldom use one of these. And on circuit boards, I use old resistors to pop through the circuit board and clean them out. And then they have to be dirtier, way dirtier than this. But dirty resistors are great for popping through. I tried guitar strings. That don't work very well. But I discovered something else. I can't remember what it was. That worked well too. I can't remember right now what it was. I never tried it, but I think it will work. Some kind of material. I don't remember what it was though. So that one's done anyways. So not that that's that important, but you never know. I could find a 220 ohm resistor. I could find a 180 ohm resistor, but I want to go with a 1 watt or a 2 watt. So this might have to stay in there. I got a 220 ohm resistor. I might put that in there. But I don't remember if that was a half watt or not. I don't remember. I don't want to put a 220 ohm at a half watt. Maybe 1 watt or 2 watts, but not at a half watt. So there's my garbage. I use a piece of my high-end wire. I hate using this wire to make a sleeve. I love this kind of wire. The best stuff in the world. Wish I could buy it. This is it. August, I don't know, what is it, the 18th, 2024, give or take. Orchard Beginner's Corner, signing off.